In the past few days, water has been getting some pretty big changes and buffs that have made it much more viable as a moveset after Striking Tide got replaced. Now, another one of those buffs has been made, alongside a really nice cutscene for Hinokami that's pretty cool. In this video, I'll be covering the small update, telling you everything you need to know about it, and giving my thoughts on the changes. So, let's get straight into the video. To begin, let's talk about the water buffs. Constant Flux now has a larger hitbox and guard breaks. What that means in simple terms is that the basic first hits of Constant Flux will be easier for you to land, because your opponent can't block them. They also have a bigger hitbox, making it harder to dodge. This does somewhat compensate for Constant Flux slowing you down on each hit, but it's also a really big buff that might be a bit of an overstep. However, so far, Constant Flux seems to be fine. Only time can tell, but this change should be fine, despite it being such a big buff. The next change is that Constant Flux M1 can now be used without the 3 M2s, which is a pretty simple but nice change. It makes it easier to use the M1 version of Constant Flux, since you no longer have to go through the pain of using the first 3 hits and counting them, so this is good. The third change to water is probably the most significant buff of them all, which is that Lateral Water Reel was moved to Dead Calm M2 away from Flowing Dance. This is a pretty huge buff, because it means that you now have 3 good combo extenders, and 4 if you count Constant Flux. Before, you'd have to sacrifice Flowing Dance to use Lateral Water Reel, making Lateral Water Reel useless in a combo. However, now you can reliably string it in while only sacrificing your counter, increasing your damage output by a ton. I don't disagree with this change, and I actually think it works just fine, so it's cool. Now, let's talk about the other 2 updates. The first one is that there's supposed to be a hitbox visualizer for spherical hitboxes. Sadly, this doesn't seem to be implemented, and if it is, I can't find it. Let me know in the comments if you managed to find the hitbox visualizer. However, the other change is a cool one, and it's that there's now a cutscene if you hit the final slash of Hinokami while your opponent is at very low health. By low health, I mean that the final slash needs to be enough to execute them, so chances of you landing this in a normal fight are pretty low. However, if you do land it, you get to enjoy a really nice cutscene that looks like this. Overall, pretty nice looking cutscene, and good work from CZ as always. Now, that's all the updates that were made in this small little change to the game. It's pretty much just the buffs to water that really change anything, but the Hinokami cutscene is a really nice touch that's fun to use. Good update in general, so congratulations to the developers. With that being said, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed watching, please like and subscribe, as it helps out a lot. As always, I'm Noob Eternally, and I'll see you next time in another video. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.